We got to continue to do that throughout the rest of the tournament. Coach Cal really had us working on it in a couple practices that we had before the tournament, so we got to continue to do that. I feel like it'll help us be more successful.
Darius, talk about how Terrence played tonight.
He played extremely well, both on offense and defense. I feel like he did a great job of carrying us throughout the game. Made a lot of tough plays, made a lot of plays to get us going. So, I mean, he continues to play like that. I feel like we'll be tough to beat.
He said he had a few reasons for coming back this year, but one of them obviously was getting back and trying to make a run at the national championship. I mean, he's kind of really turned it on as the postseason's gotten here. What have you seen from him and how he's turned it up?
Just his intensity has been a lot higher. I feel like we're a way, way better team when he does that. I mean, because he's one of the best players on the team. So, I mean, when he plays like that, we feed off of it. Like I said, it gets us going, and we're a better team.
How hard a catch was that for Anthony on the lob you threw him, the one that he got the technical on?
I honestly don't know. I just throw it up there now. It gets to the point, if I see his man, I'm throwing it to the rim. So.
You don't even worry about accuracy?
Nah.
Get an airborne?
It doesn't affect him at all. I mean, you see he caught that one today. So.
Almost looks like you guys are trying to throw a little bit higher and higher, see how high it can go.
Man, yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but like I said, I just throw it.
Darius, what do you recall about last time you guys faced a Connecticut team, assuming that you do? Tell me what you remember about that matchup last year.
They're a very talented team. I'm sure they're going to have a great game plan, assuming they win tonight. They're going to be a physical team, so we're going to have to come out and match their intensity, or try to have them match our intensity, I should say. We should come out and play with high intensity. We shouldn't negate the physical play. I feel like if we do that, it'd be a competitive game.
You feel like you understand them pretty well this year as opposed to last year?
Yeah. But they kind of have a different team also, I should say. So, I mean, we can't take last year too much in effect. I feel like they have a different team, probably have a different game plan. I haven't seen too much of them this season. But like I said, I know they're very talented. They play physical, and they'll be ready to go.
How much was Kemba what made them go last year?
A lot was Kemba. I mean, Kemba's a great player. I mean, y'all saw it last year. I don't have to speak too much on it, but he was their leader. I feel like he was their main player. So.
Darius, how much did you all feel like maybe you rediscovered the regular season Kentucky for that long stretch at the end of the first half and then maybe the first 8 minutes or so of the second half?
We feel like that's the stuff we had to get back to doing, bouncing on defense, and a really big part of it, we felt like we need to get more easy buckets in transition. So we were trying to make a point to push it and get out and go, make teams try to have to keep up with us. So I feel like we've done a better job of that today. Hopefully we continue and get better at it.
Why do you think you were so much better in transition today?
A couple practices that we had before the tournament, we kind of worked on it, getting up and down like we used to. I feel like we did a better job of that early in the season, but we did a good job of it tonight. I feel like we got a couple easy buckets off of it, which really helped us.
What changed during that? There's this long stretch where you really weren't getting anything in transition. What changed there?
I honestly don't know. I don't know why we wasn't pushing it the way we should, but I feel like that's one of our strong points, especially when you have people like Mike Gilchrist. He can really get to the rim.
Did you hear
the best players I've seen in transition.
Did you hear the crowd gasp after that dunk attempt you had? That you fouled on?
Nah, I didn't. I was kind of in the moment. I didn't really.
Darius, being a shooter yourself, seeing what Deron did tonight, coming off, the performance he had at Vandy, how much does it help when you can come into that first game of the tournament and just find your rhythm?
It helps a lot. We have another game here, so that should help up the next game too. I feel like he really got it going tonight. We tried to keep getting him open looks, I should say, and he continued to produce, continued to knock them down. So that's one of our main guys that we try to find, whether it's in transition or just in a half-court setting. We try to get him open looks because we're pretty confident in his shots.
How much does that open things up for everybody else, just in terms of spacing the floor, getting other guys clean looks too when he starts making shots?
That helps a lot because they can't really leave him. Like I said, we feel like if it's going up from him, it's going in. So we try to get him looks. Once he gets it going, it really opens it up for everybody. We have more lanes to drive. Can't really help off of him. So, I mean, when he got it going, it makes us a better team.
Is he like Terrence in that if you get him shots early, if he sees a few go down, that he's a different guy when he gets involved early on in the game?
Yeah, and I feel like he did a great job of that today. Really getting involved early, get going, and continue throughout the whole game. Like I said, we feel like if he gets shots, he's going to knock them down. He feels the same way, so we try to get him shots, especially tonight, and he did a great job.
Darius, I'm sorry, I'm sure you were asked this, but did you throw the lob where Anthony had to kind of stretch backward to get to?
I just threw it. I saw his man help up. So when it gets to the point when I know it's Anthony, I just throw it. He catches it 99% of the time. So.
Darius, you know how Kentucky fans are. They're going to wonder, letting up late. The game was never in doubt, but it does get down to 16 to cut 15 points off of it. Is that any concern in the locker room? And do you tell young guys, hey, maybe we're in a situation where it's a 16-point game with 5 minutes to go, and we can't do that kind of thing?
That's something we know. We talked about it even before this game, how we need to close people.
Yesterday.
Yeah, close people out better. So I mean, that's something that we have to do. I mean, we can't be mad about it. It's over with, but we know we can't continue to do that if we want to be successful in this tournament.
Have you noticed anything different about Terrence just last week or so that's made him, just kind of become what he's become?
You mean like off the court or anything?
Yeah, I mean just hanging around him, being in practice. Has he said anything that you hear him talking a different way, or is he practicing a different way, or just?
He's the same guy. I guess he's just taking it upon himself to dominate the game. Which, I mean, he's been able to do that the whole time. I feel like at times he feels like he don't need to because of the amount of weapons that we have on the team. So, I mean, I feel like he's always been a part of the team, like a huge part of the team, been able to dominate throughout the whole year. So,
did the friends say something bad about his mama or something? I mean, the way he was taking it out on the rim today?
I don't know. He has some pretty nice dunks, pretty nice finishes, and like I said, those plays get us going. He knows that. So when he makes them, it kind of gets us going. Our intensity picks up. You see everybody gets excited about it. So.
You all are probably, you're not the only team. Most teams do this, but in terms of energy, and you mentioned getting out and running and getting in transition and how much that really fuels you guys. Why is that such a huge part of you all playing your best basketball, do you think?
It gets us easy buckets. I feel like it kind of puts pressure on the other team to get back, try to stop us, especially when we're getting easy buckets in transition. It kind of helps us out, gets us going. Like you said, when we see a few of them going in, we get a few easy looks. That kind of gets us going, especially in the rhythm and offensively. So I feel like when we do that, play good defense, and get out on transition, it puts a lot of pressure on the other team.
Do you feel like it kind of also has the effect of opponents almost feel, overwhelmed or swarmed because of your all's athleticism and length and ability to get up and down the floor?
Yeah.